You know a show is going to be pretty messed up when you have all of these warnings right at the start of the episode. So, Grand Blue. It is a series that many have been looking forward to for a good long while. Myself included, actually, because this series has been recommended to me a lot, even by the translators of the series. Yes, even the people that translate Grand Blue has told me, like, hey, Chibi, you should check this out. It's a good series. And then all of a sudden anime got announced. I was like, well, you know what? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until, the anime comes out, and then I'll get to see it for myself. And if I like it, I'll read the manga. And finally, the first episode is here. And honestly, I didn't really even know what to expect. I knew it was going to have some fan servicey themes. That's all I really knew. And diving. That's it. That's all I knew. Besides that, nothing else. So I went in completely blind. And oh my god, the first episode it's hilarious. It's funny. It's definitely a type of comedy I'm not used to from an anime, because you don't normally see characters in anime actually getting drunk. That's not normal in an anime. It really isn't, because most anime tend to censor that, or they tend to kind of make it look like the characters, just drinking apple juice or something, and, that's why they're looking weird. Like, it doesn't make sense sometimes. And just seeing our characters actually drinking different things that is legit and not censored, and the way the comedy was done alongside of that, I was just blown away, because I didn't expect that type of comedy coming into Grand Blue. And it honestly surprises me, and I'm just like, you know what, now I understand the warnings of this show, because when it comes to Japan, they're very serious about, alcohol and stuff. They're very serious about that type of stuff. They don't normally like that in shows, I've noticed over the years. Like, I've watched countless anime, read a lot of manga, and that's typically like a taboo from what I have seen. I could be wrong there, but that's what it looks like. And just seeing how it was done with this series, I'm just like, man, they're really going in. They're giving this series a shot. Now, I do want to talk about something that was done to Grand Blue that I was told. I didn't know this. I was just told today, and I found out about it, and I just want to relay the info. So, apparently, the main characters of this series, Grand Blue, they were underage. In this anime episode, they upped their age to 20, to where they're actually of legal age in Japan. So, it seems the way they got around the issues from, different people around, Japan, was to up the age of the character. So, technically, they had to break canon, like, the main canon of the story from the manga, just to be able to air this show. Which I think everybody, if you're a fan of the manga, I think most likely you can overlook that just to be able to get it animated. I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue, honestly. I could be wrong there, but I just want to relay the information. So apparently the characters are actually around age 17 or 18, not actually 20 or 21 that we saw in this episode. So that might lead to some problems in the future, but I'm just letting you all know. Anyways, though, the point is that this episode is, honestly, it didn't have as much fan service as I expected. Like, I expected a lot of fan service. Like, more fan service than the How Not to Be a Demon King. That series that comes out, like, every Thursday. I expected this series to have more fan service in it. But what I got was a lot of man service. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. I've always said that, if you're going to give us fan service, give the women something they like, too. I mean, we shouldn't always just get fan service. There should also be man service. So, I was pretty surprised about that. There was actually way more man service than fan service throughout the first episode, and it's funny the way it was done. I was absolutely just dying, because seeing the way the episode was showcased, it looks like a typical college life. It looks like how college would actually be, being very chaotic about the parties, being with friends and all that, waking up on the side and the front of the door of college and all that with just in your boxers. I mean, the entirety of this first episode of Grand Blue just looks like a college show. And like I said, that's kind of unique as well. Like, you normally get the middle school setting, high school setting, maybe work setting, like being a business employee or something, working a desk job. We get those type of settings quite often when it comes to slice life shows and comedy and all that, and fan service. But it's very rare to see a show focusing around college life. I think the last time I actually saw a show focusing around college life was Golden Time, I believe. I believe Golden Time was the last time I actually saw, college life, having kind of like a focus and all that. So, if you want something unique in terms of setting, then this is your show, because it's not children. It's not children in this show. It's actually adults doing adult things, having adult humor, partying and stuff. It's fascinating. So, Granblue definitely won me over with the first episode. I definitely want to see more because of how it was done, honestly. It seems like the animators and everybody that worked on the first episode, or at least the series, put a lot of passion into it. You can definitely feel it by, just everything they did, with the certain key frames, to seeing how the backgrounds were done, to the voice actors. It seems like a lot of love was poured into Granblue Episode 1, and I hope it stays that way throughout the rest of the episodes. I don't know how many episodes this is going to be. I don't know if it's going to be 12, 13 episodes, or 24 episodes. I have no idea. But for now, though, I am enjoying the show. It met my expectations. It kind of passed or surpassed my expectations. I want to know what's going to happen, and I wonder if this is actually going to turn into a diving show, or is it going to stick to what it was? Because let's be real here, that the drinking was it was great. Like that had me dying. Like, I love the water scene when he's like getting given water and when he just lights a match over it and you see fire coming. He's like, what type of water lights on fire? Like, yo, that is so great. Like, the comedy from this first episode, it hit me just right. Like, I know comedy is subjective and everybody's gonna like it, yada yada yada, we know the drill. But the thing is, I liked it. I'm easy to please when it comes to comedy, though, I do admit that. But Granblue Episode 1 is, it's worth a watch. I say, if you were into something unique, something different, something you don't see often, give it a shot. You'll probably like it. I don't know how episode 2 is going to be, or 3 or 4 or whatever, but I like, the theme so far. I do hope that, we get some more characterization besides just the drinking aspect. I hope there's more to it than that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like that. It's funny, but I do want more to the series. I might actually have to turn this into, like, a game, like a game like that, just to be able to watch the show. I might do something special like that for this show. I don't normally like to do stuff like that, but it seems like Granblue might be a show that actually needs something like that. Maybe like every time you see a character strip off their clothes or whatever, I take, a shot or something. Maybe something like that would be done. I don't know. That's just up in the air. I'm not saying I'm doing it or not, but if you guys are interested in something like that, maybe I could do that for Granblue. I could do like just a recording or whatever of me, live reacting to the episode and then, play that type of game alongside of it. Oh yeah, one last thing actually before I end this video. I want to talk about the opening song and the music as well, actually. The music, or for the opening song, I'm not gonna lie, it might be my favorite opening. It might be my favorite opening song for any anime of Summer of Anime 2018. Now, granted, I haven't heard the new opening song for My Hero Academia, Season 3, but I have to say, in terms of new shows, this is one of my favorites, and I like the visuals as well in the opening song, so I cannot wait to hear more of it. Honestly, it might be one of those type of opening songs that I might not skip while watching every single week. I hope it's one of those because, a lot of times or often, there's a lot of shows that have some good songs or whatever, but usually I skip over the opening song, so it seems like it might be one of those shows where I don't skip over it. But anyways, with that, I think I want to end this video here. Let me know your thoughts on how you felt about the first episode. Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? How'd you feel about, Granblue? Did it meet your expectations? Are you a manga reader? And if you are, how'd you feel about the adaptation? How was it done? Was it good? Was it bad? Be honest in the comments below. And if you're an anime only such as myself, how'd you feel about it? Did it meet your expectations? Did you enjoy it? And so, if you enjoy my content, please subscribe. If you like this video, please leave a like. And if you want to get notified for whenever I upload a video, please click the bell icon down below. And even if you have subscribed, you don't always get notified for whenever a video is uploaded. So if you want to get a definitive, notification, please click the bell icon down below. And with that, Chibi out.